just want to thank you for coming in. We've always found that our buyers are more successful when we ask the right questions and really listen to their answers. So most agents, when it comes to sellers, will spend hours and hours preparing for an appointment. And then when they arrive at the house, they'll spend another few hours touring the property, consulting with the seller, even going over marketing strategies, hours and hours before the seller and the agent even decide to go into business together. Well, our industry doesn't treat buyers the same way. In fact, buyers have been cheated and mistreated throughout history. Most real estate agents will simply throw you in the car and start touring you around, and that can potentially waste a lot of time, and you could potentially lose a home that might have been perfect for you. So I want you to know that you're not going to be cheated and mistreated, and so you're in really good hands. And another one of my jobs is to educate you about the market. I intend to be able to save you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. We'll talk about how you're going to finance the property, and I'm just going to be there every step of the way.
Great.
So when it comes to how long you've been looking for a home, you mentioned you circled 1 to 3 months. Have you seen anything that you like out there?
I mean, we've seen some things online. We haven't gone inside anything yet, no.
Okay, so when you say you've been looking, it's mostly online.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when it comes to when you want to move, 1 to 3 months, tell me how you came up with that.
Well, we're pretty much ready to go. Our lease is expiring at the end of June, so you know it feels like now's the time to get started looking.
Okay, do you want to close in June so that you are already closed on the house prior to your lease expiring?
That would be ideal.
Okay, so we're looking for a mid-June closing for ideal.
Yeah, we're pretty flexible, but that would be ideal.
So if we were to find a home today that meets all of your criteria, what would you do?
Well, we found the perfect home. I mean, we are ready to go. We just have to figure out our financing and make sure that we can figure it out to get in there, and also, you know, wait till our lease is up and coordinate all that. Okay,
so I'm going to help with your financing. Let's say that that's all in line. We find the perfect home. You're going to.
I mean, we'd have to talk about potentially jumping on it.
Okay.
I mean, how long are homes lasting around here?
Okay, I'm going to write those words down, jumping on it, so that we use your words when it's time. Fair enough? Okay.
And how long does it take if we find a house, how long does it take to get in there?
Actually, the closing date itself is a very negotiable item, and lenders today are closing very quickly, so it just all depends if there's a seller in the property. But just to give you around about 30 days to get your loan and close.
So we could probably close after May 1st?
Yeah, or you know, end of May.
Right.
Okay,
great.
So we already know that we're going to help you with your financing, and I see that your perfect price range is $300 to $350. How did you come up with that?
Most of the things that I see online that I like are around there.
Okay.
And it just seems like in this area, that's kind of seems like what it's going to cost to get into a house that we'll like.
Okay, so our next step is to help you guys zero in on that, because that's a little bit of a price gap, so we're going to help you zero in on that.
Great.
Okay, on the 3 features for your new home, you wrote that one of them that you would really love to have, or you must have, is a big kitchen. Tell me about the big kitchen. How do you visualize that?
Well, the kitchen's kind of like one of our central hangouts in the house. We both like to cook. When we have folks over, it's, you know, usually revolving around food and, you know, entertaining. So we'd like to have space to cook, space to put things out. Maybe a nice big island with some bar stools, things like that.
Okay. Island in the center of the kitchen is what you're picturing?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to show you what it is that we do. Most buyers that we work with don't realize all the things that happen behind the scenes, so I just want to go over them with you in case you have any questions about this process at all. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to define your new home's criteria, which we've pretty much done. You feel good about that?
Yeah.
We're going to research the multiple listing service twice a day for you. You're going to be an extreme priority for me. We're going to arrange every single showing in advance so that they're ready to open and let you in. And then we're gonna even preview some neighborhoods together, and I may preview some neighborhoods on your behalf. And we're gonna also preview some properties on your behalf. So if I see a property that I don't really feel meets your criteria, I'm gonna save you time by not wasting your time. And then we're gonna help you arrange your financing. And when it comes to the showings themselves, we're gonna actually accompany you with each single one of them in case you have questions along the way. And then now we really believe in education here, so we're going to attend a lot of educational venues just to keep up on the market so that I can always be advising you correctly. We're going to prepare your for sale and purchase contract when you're ready. We're going to prepare all the disclosures and the addendums, and then we're going to present that and negotiate the contract and the terms with the seller or the seller's agent. Then we're going to provide you with copies of absolutely everything you sign. We're going to manage and close you all the way from the day you sign the contract and agree with the seller until we get to the closing. We're going to arrange your survey, arrange all your inspections, and we will actually attend your inspections with you. We're going to facilitate and attend not only inspection, but sometimes we're even there for the appraiser that's coming on behalf of the lender. We're going to review and present your inspection reports to you. We're going to maintain a high level of communication with you and arrange homeowners associations interviews if that's applicable to your situation, to the house that you choose. And we're going to coordinate your contract details, work directly with your closing agency or the title company, provide all of the utility company information for you, review your final closing statement so that it all is in line, arrange your closing time and all the details that go along with that, and then as we approach the closing day, we'll actually do a walkthrough together on the property, and then we'll attend the closing. So how does that sound?
Yeah,
Sounds like a good process? Okay, great. Okay, so let me just go over some disclosures with you that are mandated by the state of Florida. And the first one is a buyer's disclosure that gives you all of the information